Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the show. It is me. Sorry, y'all. Trying to do some things at the same time. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee. Hold up. Oh, child. Man.
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
It feels so good to have that back. That is crazy work. When I do not have those things, I feel naked as hell. But yes, welcome to the show. Today, today, I feel like the week gets more exciting and fun on these type of days. I don't know why, but I do. I absolutely do. Well, I do know why. I'm not gonna say he ain't lying or say I don't know why. I know why. Today is the tap in, baby. Today is the day that we get into our tap in bag and catch this nostalgia and talk about it. We got some things we got to get into. We're waiting for our friend, our ace, Doc, Professor Doc, to get in the building. But while we're waiting on him, let me say the things that I need to say, which is join the conversation. You could drop a comment at any time. You see how Rock done dropped a comment at the bottom. You feel me? You see that on the screen? Rock already did it. Well, you know what's crazy? I don't know. Rock, wherever it is on the screen, Rock was on the screen. Rock dropped a comment already. Why don't you do the same? You know what I mean? Let's get into some conversation. Let's chop it up. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. That is that. Also, if you would like to talk to us about anything, and I do mean anything at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Yeah, man. Hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every subscription, every share that we can get. We love those in advance. Thank you. In advance, thank you so much. We love you for it so much. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Yes, we would love that. We would enjoy that if you don't mind. And there's something on that website for everybody. You can catch the previous episodes of the podcast. You can catch previous mixes. You could buy some skincare products and hair care products. You can buy some merch. You can talk to us on the website. You can get the app on the website. There are so many things that you could do on the website. Thank you, Doc Baby. I am so excited that everything is back the way it's supposed to be, because it was crazy for a second. But whatever the case may be, make sure you do that. Go check out the website. Listen, all right, Doc is on his way in. We're waiting on him. So the things that are about to happen, I could talk about that while we wait. The things that are about to happen, like I said, Cattails is coming. I'm actually starting to get things back in order. We had a little pandemonium and chaos around here in the studio, and I didn't know what was going on. But I will say this. Part of that was the trip to North Carolina. I'm not going to lie. I took my P8, which is my soundboard, to North Carolina. And the crazy part is I took that, but I left my mic. Or a mic, any mic, because I have multiple mics. But I left my mics and I just had that. And that didn't turn out too well. We still did the show, but that really didn't turn out too well. So that was a thing. So now coming back from that situation, I have to get everything organized again. And the crazy part about that is everything was going crazy. I couldn't get this in.
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
That was crazy. And when I don't have those things, I mean, I still will keep the show going. I still will make things happen around that. But when I don't have those things happening, I'm just so disappointed. I feel naked. Because that's part of the show now. You feel me? So that was a whole thing. So we had to get that back together. As you can see, we got that back together. Happy about that. Um, but also in that melee, I also realized that it is time for me to reanalyze how I do things around here, which I generally have to do that once a year. And I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. So I'm trying to get those things in order before I bring cattails into the situation. Now, mind you, I already told you that cattails is a pre-recorded situation. It will not be a live situation, but I will be in the comments as it's going on, saying what y'all gotta say, maybe responding in the comments or whatever. But that is a pre-recorded situation. I will not be live for cattails. So that's why I warn you in advance. Keep your mouth shut when nobody knows you, because I won't be able to say, no, it's not that person, or no, it's not this person. Okay, Doc is in the building. Yay, yay. I won't be able to do those things because it'll be pre-recorded. Plus, if you say something, then everybody's going to know it's you anyway. So just shut your mouth. That's all. Shut your mouth. Hey, Doc, baby, let me know when you're ready. Okay, so I'm about to bring Doc in because it is now time for us to, do our shenanigans per usual. We always, okay, I had to make sure I had my school supplies. It's the tap in. So let me bring Doc in real quick. Hold on. I got too many keyboards in my lap at one time. It's crazy. Let me bring Doc in the building. Hi, Doc.
What's up? What's up? How you doing on this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday?
Too many keyboards in my damn lap at one damn time. This is nuts.
Moving the keys, pushing the keys, like wait.
It's nuts because I was trying to, and it's the crazy part was as I was coming in, I knew that everything was in play, but I'm also trying to update one of my Mac Minis real quick. So it was a whole thing, and I'm sitting here with like 3 different keyboards in my lap at one time, which is insane. I gotta get a hold on this obsession with technology of mine. I gotta. It's like a drug.
I understand. Look, I'm having issues with my little stuff too. That's what it's taking me so long. I think my MacBook is on its last leg. It is struggling to do what it's supposed to do.
And I know what that feel like too, because I got a MacBook Pro in here. Haven't touched that bad boy in about a year. But I replaced that with 3 Mac Minis. So it's too much. I gotta get my life together.
I feel you. But it's doing what it needs to do, but I know it's struggling to do it. But I do not want to drop the bread to get the new next thing.
The new one. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. You never want to, like, it was a struggle just for me to do what I did. Like, you never want to, because Apple products aren't cheap. Let's just start with that. They're not cheap. The only thing that's wrong with my MacBook Pro is it has a cracked screen. But that makes it freaking impossible because it has a cracked screen. I could hook it up to one of the monitors. It's a whole thing. And so I gave up on my MacBook Pro. But Apple products aren't cheap. So I kind of get why you just holding on for dear life. I understand. I understand.
Long as we here, you get me.
I understand, babes. I understand. It's a hard life having Apple products, but it's a good life.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's a good life, but it's
overall just that I know it's time coming. Just like time is coming now for you get ready for your final exam with a twist.
And then the other thing is also not only that, like it's the juggle between the Apple products and then the Windows products, and I still have Windows products too. So it's this needs to be updated too. I'm just gonna wait on this one so I complete all of these. But anyway, it is so here lately we've been starting to show off with the final exam first because I like the way that it flows. Don't know why, it just feels good to my soul. Whether I win, whether I lose, it still feels good with flipping it the way we flipped it. Okay. One is more people are able to participate more versus waiting to the end of the show and whatever. So I did that. I wanted the twist for participation purposes. Okay. Because I've been a champ forever. So
that is true.
Because I've been a champ forever. And I feel like other people deserve a shot to be the champ too. Or at least try to get close, because I'm still the champ until you.
They can try. I don't know if they can come close, because you got a running head start.
I do. I was going to say I've been a champ for like 50 points now. So you got some catching up to do, but I would like to give other people the opportunity to try to participate in these type of shenanigans. So, and it's fun. I like the final exam. It's really, really fun. But yes, it is time for our final exam. Oh, let me put this on the screen. Let me put this on the
twist.
With a twist. It is time for the final exam. If you know, then you know. I'm going to let Doc. Hold on. Don't get back up there. Get off of there. All right. I'm going to let Doc explain some things first, and then I'm going to get into the details that need to be gotten into, and then we are going to do our final exam. The year, though, I will say this, so everybody, people can prep. The year is 2010. 2010.
15 years ago.
Woo, child. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. And time goes so fast. But you want to explain what the final exam is, baby?
Yes. So the final exam is an exam of 5 clues that you have to guess who the artist is. The way we pick the year is Kat picks the year. Then once the year is established, I go through and I pick an artist, particularly based upon an album that came out that year. Then I will write my clues based around that artist and their album. Each clue is going to reflect something about the artist. If you save it all up to the last one, then you should know who it is. The last one is usually the more of the gimmies.
Sometimes,
I guess. But the audience, y'all have a chance to guess at any point in time. Y'all can always throw your answers on the thing. Kat plays a game within the game. She has her Harleys. Each clue is worth 1 Harley. When she uses a clue, then she loses a Harley. Right now, you got how many out? 2 out of 5 out. But each what?
2.
Just two. But each Harley has a story. And I'll let Kat describe what the story is. But if Kat guesses without losing all our Harleys, she gets a point. If the audience guesses at any point in time before Kat guesses, they get a point. If nobody guesses, then I get my points because I wrote the test.
Yeah, he's the professor. He's a professor. So let me break down the Harleys real quick. One thing you should know for sure is that I love Harley Quinn. She's one of my favorites. You see the bat. I love Harley Quinn. So anyway, I don't know where Doc got this from, but one day he was just like, we're gonna throw some sauce in there real quick.
Yep.
And so he put my Harleys up on the chopping block. He said, I got you. So for each clue that you pass on, you lose a Harley. The first Harley, she's in prison. She's been in there forever. I'm sorry, babe. I be scared.
Locked up.
And there's a couple of times that I could have got her out, but I was afraid. So she been in there. She run to prison. She don't even say goodbye to me at visiting day no more. She don't touch the glass. She barely even look at me, but she knows there's money on her books. And maybe one day I will get her out of there. Number 2, she's been out a couple of times, but not a lot. She's number 2 in the prison too. They tear shit up. They do. They out of control. She still says goodbye, but she kind of feels some kind of way too. Number 3, she gets out more than the others. You know what I mean? Like I get her out sometimes, a lot more often than never. And she still loves me. Then I got number 4 and number 5. Number 5 is my bottom. I try to get her out every week because I love her and I feel naked without her. Number 4, she gets out a lot more often than any of the other ones. But we're going to try. We're going to see what we could do this week. I don't know. Right now, I only have 2 girls out, and I want more than 2 girls out. But anyway, current score. Doc has 18. I have 50 because the champ is here. Oh, sorry. I have 50. Our former co-host has 5. Mama say, Mama sama makusa. Our audience currently has 2 wins, and I have 2 Harleys out of the 5 out of prison right now. I'm trying to break free more than that, though. But yeah, that's what the score is right now. But I'm currently still the champ. Whether my Harleys are in prison or not, I'm still the champ.
Okay.
Champ.
All right, big champ cat in the building.
That just goes to show you, girl, know a little bit about her hip hop. Don't play by her. Okay. All right.
So, time for the final exam with a twist. Scantrons, take 1, pass it down. Take 1, pass it down. Any questions? Yes, Miss Cat.
Can I go to the nurse?
The nurse. If you were sick, then you shouldn't have came to school today. But you are here, so therefore you're going to learn.
Me come. Sorry.
Well, you're here now, so you're gonna learn. Unless you are passing out, leaking blood, then you are going to be here for this final exam. Pop up with it. That's how we get down. Take a Scantron, pass it down. Is there anybody in class I need to separate? Anybody I need to separate? All right, you got your number 2 pencil? All right.
I got it.
So this is hip hop. Y'all lived it. Y'all know it. Y'all understand it. Your mama listened to it. Your daddy listened to it. Your uncles, aunts, they listen to it. Your cousins listen to it. You stole CDs from your brother, and they listen to it. So if you know all this, then it is not going to be anything foreign.
Sorry.
If you know, you never get it back. If you know all this, then you hip to it. You know how we get down. There's nothing new. The year is 2010. Yes, it was 15 years ago, but y'all had ears then. I'm assuming you still got ears now, so you know what's going down. With that being said, is there any other questions?
No, because I can't go to the nurse. Let's go.
All right. You ready for your first clue?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
First clue. Here we are.
Okay, child. Signed to Atlantic Records and released his major label debut album, Rolling Papers, shortly after the success of his 2010 mixtape. Oh, man.
We need the Jeopardy music.
No, kind of. Okay. I can't take this gamble, baby girl. I love you. I mean, I kind of feel like I know. But okay. She got to go in. I'm sorry. She got to go. I love you. Money on your books.
Harley number 1 is saying, I get tired of this BS. Why you always bring me out here just to send me right back?
Because I want to see your face, girl. I love you.
She like, take a picture. Look at it.
No, I need in person. Let's go. Number 2.
All right.
Hey. Hopefully I can get number 2 out because I kind of have an idea. I kind of got an idea. Go ahead.
All right. Number two.
I'm kind of mad that I didn't take a chance.
Hey,
the 2010, huh?
No, I was saying you miss all the shots you don't take.
I know. Their 2010 mixtape impact led to it being considered a classic in the cloud rap subgenre. What is cloud rap? What is that like? Bandcamp and stuff like that.
SoundCloud.
They do SoundCloud. They say Bandcamp. They do distribution. So no, that's not them. But SoundCloud. Okay.
I like that laugh. Seems kind of nervous.
I ain't bring a water in here, man. Rolling papers. I hate how this feels right now because based upon number one, I mean kind of number two too, because the SoundCloud thing or whatever. I got an idea, but I'm afraid.
Afraid. There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
2010. I want to say give me number three because I can't chance it. Everybody can't go to jail. Everybody.
So number two, she is there. She thought,
you know the routine. We understand what me and her gotta understand. If she understand what it is, it's number one that got the issue, not number two. Let's get it. Give me number three.
I think number two probably likes number one, and you think, and she doesn't like you as much.
I don't care. They going to be all right. People don't like me every day, B.
All right. You ready with number three then? Number three.
Dang, why is the apple sign so big? That's crazy. I'm sorry.
Number three. Number three.
Number three.
All right. Number three, come to the visiting room.
I'm ready. Let's get it. Okay. I'm not letting this go. Okay. Because I think I know who this is. I thought I knew. Feel like I knew who it was, but okay. Let me just read this first. During his Wake and Bacon tour, he was arrested for possession and trafficking of the flower, the power flower.
Power flower. Let's go, hippie.
He was released the next morning off after a $300K bail and resumed his tour. They performed in the Cypher during the 2010 BET Awards. Okay, I'm gonna have to guess because I don't. But if I lose to my bottoms, I love you girls. It's just You
don't want a fourth clue?
In my soul, I feel like I already know.
Do you want a fourth clue? That's the question.
No, I want to guess.
Okay, you want to guess.
Is it Wiz Khalifa?
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that is my final answer.
Yes, you are correct. It's Wiz Khalifa.
I know my flower power people. I know that.
Okay. Well, here was the rest of the clues. I should
have guessed with the first one with the rolling papers. I felt like I knew then. I could have had number one out again. I'm sorry, number one. I was scared. I'm not a gambling woman.
You don't even care what you talk about no more. You go in one ear, not the other.
Whatever, girl. I love you. Single, black, and yellow, and then by number four, I would have guessed this one automatically because they are our rivals.
Okay.
Them, the black and yellow people are our rivals. So I would have guessed this anyway. And plus I remember the song. But they are rivals. We don't play about them. When they come to town, when we go to their town, it's war. So yeah, I would have guessed this one. Okay, but anyway. Okay, it's back. It's craziness happening right now.
Get on audio right quick, but you're back now. You're good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear this?
You have now tuned in to the podcast.
Don't skip. Anyway, yeah, they're our rivals, so I would have guessed it at this point. But Single, Black and Yellow became a sports anthem, particularly.
Something's up with your mic building right now. Your mic sounds like muffled sounds.
All right, hold on.
Wait, you're back now. You're good now.
I don't know. No, I need my mic to be working. I need everything. On one accord. Okay. I don't know what's happening because it says everything's working. So I
You're
don't
good.
know.
No, right now you're good. Right now you're good.
Nothing I could do. But anyway, their team is our rivals here in Baltimore. So I would have guessed this one. Anyway, the single Black and Yellow became a sports anthem, particularly associated with his hometown's NFL team. And as much as I love Wizzy, I can't stand his team.
Wizzy.
We at war forever. This is real. This is a real rivalry. And big shout out to my uncle because he's no longer with us. He was a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I hated how big he was a fan, how big of a fan he was. He had the socks, the flag, the outfit, the hat, the scarf. He had everything Pittsburgh. That was my boy though, but when it came to that, I'm like, shut up. Shut up. But yeah, they are our rivals, so we don't play with them at all. I be hoping everybody that play for them die unless they come to our team. But anyway, just want all them niggas to die. The artist has a child with the model Amber Rose. Ooh, Kanye. And one thing I say about Amber, she take care of her damn kids, and I don't feel like he would have been going through half the shit that he claims that he's going through right now if he would have had a baby with her. But whatever. Because they have a great co-parenting relationship. So yeah. So 2010, Kush and Orange Juice was the album. Wiz Khalifa, part of the Flower Power clan.
Yes.
Is the freaking answer. And I don't have all 5 out, but at least I got 3. And I currently have 51 points.
Yes. You crossed that mark. You are 49 away from 100.
Current score, Doc has 18. I have 51. Our former co-host has 5. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa. And the audience has 2. And right now I have 3 Harleys out of prison. I'm very happy about this. I'll say, as long as my bottom bitches stay out of prison, we can plot and plan on how we gonna get these other 2 bitches out, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, I'm pumped about this one. I just knew from the beginning, but I just didn't want to be wrong. I don't know why I'd be so scared.
You gotta take that risk. You would have had all 5. All 5 Harleys.
Because I knew at clue number 1. Like, clue number 2, it was like, I knew. I did. I just was scared. So, and then the whole SoundCloud situation too. That's a whole other thing, and it's not many. It's a certain group of artists that really big the SoundCloud thing. Like they made it huge, and then they kind of wore it out, and then now people still trying to use SoundCloud, but it doesn't even make sense anymore because nobody cares about SoundCloud. That's how it works. Nobody cares about. Like people still kinda, but not like you don't get a huge fan base off of SoundCloud anymore. So
yeah. All right, I have a request because we need to flip. I want to go re-up right quick and then we get into the bag.
Okay, yeah, and then we get into the bag. So I guess I'll do the love a little early because that's really when you go get your. So let me do the love early. So let me do this. All right. So we're gonna show some love real quick because Doc want to go re-up real quick. And we got to rearrange some things around here. So it is now time for the love notes. I'm gonna do that a little early so that he can go refresh his cup. So he can go refresh his drink. And I'm just gonna get to the love. First of all, anybody watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, we appreciate you so much. We love you. Thank you for the love. We appreciate you. For sure, that's live love from from the flower, the power flower clan. We love you. Thank you. But now it's time for me to give some other love. This love is to our listener audience. They rock with us. They're dedicated. They're loyal. We love them very much. So it's time for the love notes. We're doing this early tonight, but it's cool. Um, how did we come up with the name Love Notes? Well, I used to call it Love. Doc used to call it Show Notes. We bickered until finally we came to the conclusion that there is no love without compromise. So now we compromise and we call it Love Notes. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I will always forever call it Love Notes. Thank you, Doc, for being the Brazilian man. He's not Brazilian, by the way, but the Brazilian man that you are, and fighting for the power to change it to Love Notes. Anyway, Doc also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not, but it was a lot of papers. It was a lot of papers. But in all fairness, it was a lot of countries, cities, states, and territories on those papers. And so now we don't do that anymore. And we've condensed the list down to now just countries because the list keeps getting longer, but I love it. I love it so much. I do. Hold on. We can't do that way. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing you should know. Doc is back, but hold on, because I ain't even finished my collective. I'm going to bring him back on the screen while I do it, though. We don't do that anymore. We've gone green. But one thing you should know is I don't like when stuff is on the screen while I'm doing the love notes. So I had to clear my screen off real quick. But it's all love. Thank you for the love. We love you guys so much. Shout out to the top 6, the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. Ooh, boos, we love you. Thank you so much for your dedication and loyalty. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. Thank you for the love. We appreciate you so much. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. We love you all. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, babies. We love you. Thank you. And listen, the show is not over. We just did this early so Doc can get some refreshments. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Hi, babes. Thank you for the love and loyalty. I appreciate you so much. Dang, I appreciate y'all. Hungary, Greece, Jamaica, Slovakia, Ukraine, and Peru. Hi, boos. I love you too. Thank you for the love. Oh, I appreciate you guys so much. And last but not least, don't get it twisted. I'm coming. Italy. Hi, babies. Thank you for the love. And man, it's extraordinary. I do this because you guys keep downloading the podcast, and it's just amazing to me that people come through and check us out. Yeah, they think the show over because I did the love notes a little early. The show not over. I just did it early so Doc could go get some refreshments.
Well, thank you. The show is not over. We still got more to talk about. We still got more to get down to, more down in the bag, memory lane, reminiscence.
Memory lane. Oh, sorry.
Sing it.
That was my girl, Minnie. Oh, sorry. First of all, them high notes was ridiculous, Minnie. I just want you to know. Sorry. Oh, I know my R&B too. Don't get it twisted. It's not just hip hop with me. It's classical, hip hop, rock, R&B. It's a variety. But as far as the hip hop trivia is going, your girl is the champ because the champ is here. Okay. Sorry.
Big facts.
My bad. I went crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get my life together. It's always just, I feel that way after a win. Okay, so what's this? Okay, this is an old saying. I hated this so much because I was like, nigga, you know I'm not. But anyway, let me give you the saying so you can understand why I feel the way I feel. If your friends jump off of a bridge, are you going to jump too? Like, you know I'm not doing that. You
All
know I'm
right.
not doing that.
Yeah, but this is being a kid growing up, and if you want to do something, and to you, it may not be the craziest thing, it may not be a horrible thing, but as parents, they position themselves with the knowledge that you don't have yet.
Oh, trust me, I know I'm a parent. I just don't use that saying.
But
Like, no,
so
no, I'm not even getting ready to ask you that. Don't do that stupid shit. It's dumb.
true,
It's
but
dumb as fuck. She
I'm
gonna
taking
get
it from
it, so are you. I ain't got time to be giving they jump off it because you know I'm not jumping off no fucking bridge.
like I'm taking it from when I was a kid, and anytime this was ever said to me, because I then now at my big age, I realized like, yeah, what I was asking to do or was going to do or what I did was risky. It was dangerous. It was not good. And I understand when a parent is like, oh, so if they jump off of a bridge, you're gonna jump too.
But
Which
then my
yeah, you're
other
like, no,
question
I'm
is,
not.
what makes you think that my friend was the one that came up with the idea? Maybe my dumb ass came up with the idea. I'm a kid. I'm dumb too. You know what I'm saying? My friend don't necessarily. Maybe I said, let's go do this, that, and the third. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. But
Yeah.
again, my point is your dumb ass know I'm not jumping off no fucking bridge.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I need it. You know, I get that we give our parents excuses for some of the shit that they say because now I get it because, like I said, I'm a parent. 13 years in, I get almost 14 years in. I get it, but at the same time, if I said that to my daughter today, she'd be looking at me like, "Mom, what the fuck?" Same way I was looking at them.
Okay.
So I just need the logic to kick in. Not even though they the parents, they're not always logical. And the logic is, your dumbass know I'm not jumping off no fucking bridge. That don't even make fucking sense.
Okay, here's a silver lining in that right quick. What if, and that's based on you said something that made me think about something. If it was your idea, at least your parents are giving you the grace to think that my child would never think of doing this.
They couldn't give me no grace because I always used to be like, well, it was my plan. I'm not a follower. I always said I'm not a follower. I don't follow anybody. So if anybody came up with the plan, and even if I was getting in trouble, if anybody came up with the plan, it was probably me.
Okay.
You should know that about me. This is the problem with parents. They need to know their children because you should know that about me, that I am not a fucking follower. I come up with the game plan. I make it happen. Even as an adult, I come up with the game plan. I make it happen. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm the same person that I was then, I am now. It's just I didn't have all the sense because I was just thinking of dumb shit for us to do, but they didn't make up the idea. I did. And I've always been one to take accountability. So I ain't never blame it on my friends like, oh, well, it was such and such. I kind of came up with the plan. It was stupid, but I came up with the plan. So no, you fucking know that I'm not jumping. And even if they did come up with the plan, you as my parents should know that I'm not jumping off no fucking bridge behind nobody. If they want to die, they got to die alone. Shit, we ain't got no pact. We ain't make no pact together like, all right, you jump off the bridge, I'm gonna jump. No, you stupid ass, you jump off the bridge, you're gonna jump off this bitch by yourself. I'm going home. I'll see you later, maybe.
He said, I'm going home.
See you later, maybe. Nah, I ain't jumping off no bridge. Maybe, because if you jump off the bridge, I'm never going to see you again except for maybe at your funeral if they recover your body. I live in Baltimore. The only place you jumping off the bridge at is in the harbor. You might not make it back up.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not jumping off no fucking bridge. I need the logic to kick in.
That is one of the sayings that parents will throw out and use heavily, though. So I was just like, no, I'm not. But so
right. Where does that even make sense? I used to be looking, and then again, I'm a Libra, so I wear everything on my face. Like if it don't make sense, I'm gonna make sure you gonna know that it don't make sense to me because I'm gonna be making faces like, where the fuck does this make sense at?
Okay.
And that used to get me in trouble a lot as a child because I was like, what the fuck? Why? Why would I do that? Oh, you being a smart ass, and you see what I'm saying? Now I'm in trouble. You feel me? For that and the thing that I had did that made them ask me the question. I can't unwear shit on my face. I'm sorry. Just you see how I was with my bro? I will fucking fight you. Fuck. And I've been like this my whole life. So I used to get in trouble for that too, by the way. Here's another one that they used to say all the time. When you used to ask your parents for some money, they used to say, money does not grow on trees, but it does. It absolutely does.
It's made from things that could come from trees, but that's a funny one. That's a funny one.
It does. Don't let it twist it. If it came from the tree, it does grow on a tree. It does. Now, do you want to give me some money? No. Just say no. Don't tell me money don't grow on trees, because now I'm in trouble for telling you the truth. But it does. I've always been a very truthful.
That is hilarious though, because I get when a parent says that. I think it's trying to instill in a young person that money isn't something that can come from anywhere. But the problem with that too is I do think that when we're younger, no matter what your circumstances are or was, you think your parents have it all.
Right.
And that's why is
no, that didn't change in time. My kid think I got all the money. My answer is no.
But you don't say there's money growing trees.
See, the thing is, I don't say the stupid shit because I have a very intelligent kid. And she's going to say the same thing I just fucking said. But it does. And a little bit of cotton is added to it, but it does. So, no, I don't say certain things, and I'm not giving them excuses for these dumbass sayings, because they only say it because it was passed down to them. You feel me? But that don't make it right, and that don't make it, just because they said the shit, it's okay because they are a parent. No, fuck that. It does. Shit. I gotta be accountable. I need them motherfuckers to be accountable, sir. It does. Shit. It don't grow from the leaves, but it grow from the fucking Rudy to the tootie. Yeah, it does. The fuck? I hated that. I hated hearing that, because I had to hold my tongue a lot of times. And money don't grow on trees, but it does. I've been to the Met. It does.
But I get, and I fully understand. It's just that how would have been different if your parents just straight up said no.
No. Rip that shit off like a band-aid. Don't give me all the analogies and all that bullshit. I don't do that, so I can honestly say, just say no. Okay. My daughter asked me for something and I don't want to give it to her. What do I say? No. I'm not saying no stupid shit like money don't grow on trees. No. Look, and it's not that I don't have it. I don't think you need it right now. No. That's being honest. See all that fuck shit right there? This is why children out here stupid as fuck. Because now they running through life thinking that money don't come from trees, but it does. And cotton, I'm not going to leave the cotton out. That's a part of it. No, no. Just say no. What they going to do? Cry? Niggas cry every day, B. The fuck?
You watch Paid in Full. I just had to ask that.
It's just sometimes that pop out of me. I don't want to watch it more. I keep saying that, but niggas cry every day, B. Like, the fuck? I'd rather you just be honest with me than to make some bullshit. I will say some bullshit like, well, money don't grow on trees. If your friend do, your friend jump off the bridge, you gonna jump too. Not, you know the fuck I'm not doing that shit. I'm a logical person, so I don't need all the fluff. You know what I'm saying? Just give it to me. You feel me? Rip that shit off. Like, when you got a Band-Aid on and you gotta take that shit off, you don't want to take it off slow. It's gonna hurt worse. Just rip it off real fast. Get it over with. No.
Just tell us no. Just say no.
Just say no. I don't know. And it's not that I don't have it. I just don't feel like you need it right now. No. And now we're at the point. Now my daughter out here earning money. No. Use your own damn money. Don't use mine. See what I'm saying? See how that works? She understands. She's not slow. I'm not slow. No. But don't fucking tell me money don't grow on trees. It did. Fucking liars. Now you lied to me. Now you lied to me.
Yeah. Look, there's
probably just say no and be honest than to lie to me.
As in being an adult, there's a lot of things that I reflect on that I realize my parents have lied to me about. And then now the weird thing that happens a lot more is that they become more open to talking about things. And then I be finding out some stuff. I'll be like, you lied the whole time.
You fucking liar. You fucking liar. Don't lie to me. Just say no. That was a bold-faced lie. Money don't grow on trees. It does. You liar. It does. No, just say no. It's easy. I can digest no better than I can digest all that other extra bullshit. I can. I really can. And I've always been able to. But instead, you want to go around the mulberry bush, say all the extra bullshit. Don't say that. Just say no. I'm cool with a good no. All right, she said no. Let me go ahead about my business. Let me play. See what I'm saying? Like the fuck? No ice cream for me today. Let me go back outside and play. And maybe somebody in the neighborhood will buy me some ice cream. But you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me money don't grow on trees. The fuck you liar. It does. Anyway. Remember these calculator watches?
Casio calculator watches. I remember the name because I had one. So look, on my nerd shit, I had a calculator watch. And also, I'll tell you some extra nerd shit. Mm-hmm. I figured a way to put a code into my calculator watch where if I took a test I know I didn't study for, I could translate the numbers to the answers in the question based upon what was in the memory of the calculator watch.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
Wow.
It didn't happen often, but I did it at least once or twice. But a calculator watch.
I wanted one bad, but guess what? This is one of them times where that lie came out. Money don't grow on trees. You know what I'm saying? Just say no. No, you can't have the calculator watch. But I wanted it. I wanted it real bad.
Okay. Then that's when you gotta hit the sales. Look, I hit my dad with the sales pitch. I was like, all right, so if I'm doing my homework, this will come in handy because I don't have to get up. And keep in mind, this is like me like 10, 11 trying to explain. I don't have to get up. I can just go like this and
put it in.
Yeah.
That would have never worked on my parents. They would have been like, if you don't get your black ass up and go over there and get that damn calculator, that would have never worked. Money don't grow on trees.
True. But the fact that, hey, you're trying to set me up for the future.
Go ahead.
It's true, but you're trying to set me up for the future. So I think this is a good investment for you to put into my education.
You don't get your black ass up and walk over there and get that goddamn calculator. No matter what you said, see, this is why you should be glad you didn't grow up in my household, because no matter what the fuck you said, you still would have. And then, as cheap as my dad is, that's El Cheapo. He is the cheapest man I know I've ever met in my life.
Hold on. You know the funny thing when you said, I just thought about him taping a calculator to your wrist. Talk about, here you go.
I might have happened, or no, he just would have walked over there and like, now do your damn homework. I don't want to hear none of your shit. And I better not hear peep out of you until it's done.
Nah, see, I used to be able to guilt trip them into the fact that if you wanted me to have an education, then
give you the shit that you need. My daddy is cheap. My daddy is real cheap. Now, don't get it twisted. My sister, myself, and even my daughter, we're spoiled to an extent. But even now, just going shopping for certain things, we don't even be spending his money sometimes. We spend our own money, and he tell us what to do with our money. My daddy is cheap. You would have never got that. Why you think I never had it? Because he's cheap.
Okay.
You wouldn't have never got it in my household. I don't care how much you tried to finesse it. That man is like the Scrooge McDuck of black people.
No, and I get it, but I just because I learned quickly that if it's anything with education, they care so much about. So I
He
just
didn't
use
give a
that as a
shit. He
weapon.
bought me a calculator. That watch was not a necessity.
But if it was a calculator, then I would have like, all right, give me the what was it, Texas Instruments?
Yeah, I had them, but that
No,
watch
you can't get
not a,
calculators.
not. But that because it was necessary. It was a requirement. It was on the list of shit to have for school. That watch was not.
In fact, the watch was not.
So if you grew up in my household, you would have never had the fucking watch.
Look,
You would have had you would have had the Texas Instrument. Yeah, for sure. You would have got that because it's a requirement. It was in the supply list that they sent home at the beginning of the year. So you would have got that. But while you getting that Texas Instrument calculator, he was cussing and fussing about that shit too. The fuck? This shit is expensive. No, you wouldn't have got it. You wouldn't have got it. So you was just count your blessings that your dad was not the Scrooge McDuck of black people. Okay.
No, I won't say my dad is a Scrooge McDuck, but the angle with him and my mom was the fact that about the education. You got to. I'm like, all right, and
I get that, but my dad was the Scrooge. I'm saying that my dad was.
Okay.
He was, and you would have never got that watch. You would have got the Texas Instrument. You would have got cussed out. Well, you wouldn't have got cussed out, but the school supply list would have got cussed out while you was out school shopping.
Come on, all this on this list. All this on this list.
The fuck you need this for? Like, listen, that would have got cussed out. But what you wasn't getting was that Casio calculator watch. That wasn't happening. You better use that goddamn calculator that I just spent all this money on. That's what you better do. And get the hell out my face. No, you aren't getting a watch.
And I can rock with it because the watch was unnecessary, but it was a thing that when it came out and you were
it
like,
was cool.
It was cool.
The coolest shit ever. It was cool. I wanted one. I just wasn't getting one. It was cool. But no, I wasn't getting it because it wasn't a necessity. It was a luxury, as he would put it. It was a luxury.
It was a luxury.
Not a necessity. You better walk your ass over there to that bookshelf, grab that calculator that I just spent all that goddamn money on, and get the calculating. No, you wasn't getting a watch. All right, the last one for the evening, because we keep it moving. The last one for the evening, the floppy disk. And you know it's so amazing right now because I'm studying for one of my certifications for bookkeeping right now. And it's funny because I laughed the other day because I was like, damn, some of the shit I learned in my accounting class in high school, right? Mm-hmm. But everything that I learned in that particular class because we were working on computers for the most part. I had to put on a floppy disk. And some of when I got to college too, floppy disk was necessary, you feel me? But I remember that particular class, the floppy disk was something that we had to have because a lot of our records, as far as the accounting class, had to be on the floppy disk. And I just thought about that the other day, like, damn, I learned some of this shit back in accounting class in high school. Now we talking about the floppy disk, and it's crazy because I'm like, damn, we used to have a lot of floppy disk in that class. I remember the floppy disk. We used them up until a nice amount of time too. I mean, a nice.
Yeah. No.
Nice.
I oddly had a conversation with my nephew. He's in college, but he was like, what's my nose doing? He was like, so Uncle Boo, when you was doing school, did y'all have, I'm like, no, y'all got Chromebooks, iPads, all this stuff. It was rare and new to even in a computer class that you had to have a floppy disk on. And I remember a class where we had you got to sign a floppy disk, and then you had to do your work, like make the turtle do this, make the turtle do that, and all those things. But you had to keep that disk. He's like, wait, so y'all didn't have apps?
No.
What?
No.
Not at all.
No.
But to them, this is kind of circle back to what we were talking about earlier. To them, an iPhone is everything. You get
Mm.
you just do stuff. Your calendar, your calculator watch. Your phone is everything. But no, back in the day, half the things that y'all could do with this little phone, you probably had like 37 something floppy disks for each thing.
Exactly.
He was like, what? I'm like, no, it was. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I was like, per class, you had papers for your English class. You had to write. Per class, you had a floppy disk.
Yeah, you had a floppy disk or books or what did you always say? The notebook, not college rule.
Loose leaf paper.
Loose leaf paper. Trapper keeper.
Trapper keepers.
Yeah, look back.
The trapper keeper because that's in the back. The trapper keeper. We didn't have the luxuries that these children have right now. Let's just say that. We had to use, which it seems so freaking archaic right now. Just talking about it, like the fact I still have a floppy disk in here. I don't only one though, but I kept it for memories. Remember how I wanted a rotary phone?
Yes.
And I'm gonna plug it in, and I'm gonna make my daughter, when she get in trouble, I'm gonna make her dial phone numbers on it.
Yes.
Like, certain things you just want to keep as memories because they no longer exist. Like the floppy disk, I only got one, and I had that from college.
You don't even know what's on the disc, by the way. Do you even know?
No, and I don't have nowhere to put it in, like to use, insert it to use it to find out. So it's just really decoration. I'm gonna put it up in here one day, but it's really decoration because I don't have nowhere to use it. How? I'm lucky that my Dell has a CD-ROM on it, so I could put.
Yeah, those going away too. But yes,
they gone. I don't have nowhere to insert it, but it's just the memory. Like, damn, it's probably like a couple of term papers on there. I don't know. I don't know what's on it.
That is true though, and it is amazing because you could prop that up somewhere. Someone would be like, "What's this? What is that? What is that?" It's a floppy disk. What is that? What is that? What is that? What does it do?
Then I sound like a dinosaur explaining it.
Yeah.
So before you had the USB drive, before you had the technology.
Like, whoa, slow down, man. You're going too far back.
Before you had CDs for the CD-ROM, you had the floppy disk. Again, but I tell people all the time, my daughter tried to hit me with the, oh, y'all so old and ancient. What I like to tell her is our generation got to see everything.
Yeah.
We seen the transition. We seen the 8 tracks, the cassette plays, cassette tapes. We seen the USB drive, the CD-ROMs, the USB drives, and now space. Records. You feel me? I don't. That's never gonna go out of style. These bitches is expensive. Yeah, they ain't cheap. I got vinyl still, but I tell her, why you got when you could just download it? Because baby, when you put it on a record player, it sounds different.
Mm-hmm.
You get that. It's different.
That warm static.
You know what I mean? Like, it's different. It sounds different when you put it on a record player, the vinyl. But we seen all of that. We seen computers go from extra clunky to really small devices now. We seen that.
An Apple Watch is a computer on your wrist, and that's still reminiscent to the Casio calculator watch.
Exactly.
You know how many floppy disks it would take to put on your wrist to be an Apple Watch?
Yeah, your arm heavy. Your arm real heavy. Your arm heavy, like I can't wear this. I can't wear that. Let me take this off. This heavy. But yeah, we saw. So I'm like, while y'all got the running jokes, we saw the transition. We watched the wave. We went from the big ass cell phones to now we got these little motherfuckers. I don't know, they got a little big, but they not as big as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
the brick was classic.
Shh. And how about with the purse? Like you had the
the bag with the bag. No, you know how you mess a kid. I told you the thing to do. Ask them to mimic like they're making a phone call without a phone in their hand and see what they do. If they do the hand up or they do this still.
Right, they gonna do this.
Yeah, no, but I told you to ask your daughter that to see what she would do.
She gonna look at me like I don't even talk on the phone. I talk on my tablet.
But even that's a thing.
So
like, y'all get instant messages. We have to write letters, and your mama like postcards. So
right. We had to remember phone number. I tell people all the time, smartphones made our children dumb. We had to remember phone numbers. Yeah. You was hot shit if you had the big joint with the purse.
Yeah.
You was hot shit. You was hot shit if you had the Motorola, the bulky Motorola flip phone. You was just hot shit if you had a cell. But we watched that transition. Now we in the age of wireless phones and shit. Like we can't go nowhere without a cell phone. We can't do anything without a cell phone.
All them floppy disks. All them floppy disks are in your phone now.
Yeah.
All 100 and something of them.
That's why I kept my one, because I said this is going to be an archive. This is going to be an ancient artifact one day. And my plan was to put it in a time capsule, but then we never did the time capsule. So, yeah.
You still can do it because it just means that when it gets over, they'll be like, what the hell is this? Oh, this is trash. Who put this in here?
And then I'm gonna be mad. So yeah, I gotta explain it before I put it in there. Maybe I'll put it in there with a note. Like, don't discard it. This is ancient technology. Don't discard of this. This is a floppy disk. You will never know. My college term papers is on this disk. Don't throw this away. So
that's crazy. That's true though. That's true.
Like, don't throw this away. You never know. If you ever find somewhere to insert this, you might find some really good work on there that you could probably use for your scholastic career. I'm just saying.
It has meaning, it has something, but yeah, I do, from the Casio watch to the floppy disk to the things that are comparison right now would be super crazy and super wild, because when I asked that question, I'm like, no. I remember, high school. I remember when this was still pager time, where you technically wasn't supposed to have your pager out and the thing. But nowadays, kids can have their phone and use their phone.
That's what you know what? It's crazy because up here, I'm glad you said that too, because up here they have this thing when now they're trying to ban children from using their phones in class, right? And my argument is this, has always been this. I'm stick by it. My argument is this: we went to school and we did not have cell phones, and we were okay. Because what if something happened? What if shit happened back then? We didn't have no cell phone, but we made it. We here to talk about the floppy disk. So they'll be okay. The problem is that we distracted them with the technology shit. We didn't have cell phones. And how your beeper better be on vibrate. They better not hear no beep, 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 beep in class. They was trying to confiscate that.
Yeah.
So
I have a crazy story about that. I had a teacher that used to confiscate beepers and stuff. And it was, you get it back usually in the beginning you get it back at the end of the semester. But there was this one kid whose family was D-boys. This dude, his beeper took every time, but show up with a new beeper like the very next day.
The thing about the difference between beepers and cell phones was this, and I talked about this not too long ago. It's crazy because I want a pager. I want another beeper. I want one right now. Like in our now time, I want a beeper. I don't know why. I just want it anyway, and I can't find none of my old ones. But anyway,
hit me on the hip.
Yeah, hit me on my hip. Beat me, all right. But listen, the thing about beepers was, well, I don't know about nowhere else, but I know about here. And the thing about beepers was, you could have one beeper and you lose it or it gets turned off or whatever. It was like fucking 20 to 30 beeper stores where you could go, and it wasn't like AT&T or T-Mobile, like they keep track of you having accounts with them. No. You could just go get a whole nother one, get a whole new contract, and you back in there. You know what I'm saying? So I could see why he would always come back to school with another one, because I did. I did.
But it was just a crazy thing. It was like, yo, people going off. But his family was one of them families. But it was funny because the teacher was like, how do you keep getting these?
I could dig it because
I know why he keep getting them, but you don't understand why he keeps getting them.
Not only was my family, some of my family members part of that lifestyle, but I dated those kind of people. So I always had a pager. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I get that. I get that. And the teachers used to say the same thing to me, like, Miss Lee. I'm like, all right, take it. I'm just gonna get another one. Like, you just
it is what it is, but yo, like technology, yes, and salute to the calculator watch, salute to the floppy disk. Those are real things. They exist. Yeah. I know none of the younger folks that's listening or paying attention would know what that is. Everything you walk around with, your iPhone, your Samsung, your Galaxy, it was a real big thing that we used to have a bunch of these little square things. Everything we had on it, in addition to books and papers.
Yeah. Yeah, and you had to write everything, and you ain't had no contact list on your phone. You had to write that shit in a little phone book, or remember the goddamn number. Count yourselves as lucky, because we had to use our brains. We had to use our fucking brains. But anyway, it's time to get to what Doc has said. And Doc has said, top flight, catch the vibes. This plus that equals, you still don't get a calculated period. I didn't get one. I wanted one, but I didn't get one. I better use that Texas Instrument that I got fussed out about the school requiring it. I didn't even require it. The school required it, but whatever. Whatever. I'm still mad about that. Like, and the money don't I'm growing on trees. Yes, it does. Shit. Fuck, you gonna pay for me to go on this field trip to the Met, and then when I come back, tell me money don't grow on trees. I'll just shut the fuck up. So I couldn't say that because I would have got knocked the fuck out, but just shut the fuck up. Catch the vibes, and we carried the books and the floppy disc.
Whoa.
Not the floppy disk.
Yo, I don't know what's up with you.
I'm sorry. The floppy disk. Act like yeah, for sure. I'm gonna find mine. I'm gonna put it on display in here. It's gonna sit in here somewhere, and somebody gonna be like, "What?
What is that? That's a coaster? Is that a coaster?"
No, it's a floppy disk.
What do you do with it?
Before it was different versions because they upgraded, like they slowly upgraded them. That's the crazy part, because they went from like the ones with the like
3.5 millimeters.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. We live like dinosaurs. Sorry.
Wow, that's for real. That's for like, and I know you were talking about the hard plastic one with the little.
I was talking about the ones with the vinyl film in the middle, like you can see. I was talking about them.
That one would blow somebody's mind. They were like, "Wait, this was technology."
Yeah. Then you moved over to the harder ones. That's why I said it was different versions. But the first ones were like flimsy kind of, and they had like you could see like the little vinyl piece in the like it's a little hole, and you can see the little vinyl piece. I've been a tech head. I'm not lying to y'all. Technology is probably my addiction, besides walking. So yeah, I'm not talking about the harder ones that came later. I still got one of those too. I'm talking about
the actual floppy
floppy
disk.
disk. I
Yeah.
still have one of those. No bullshit. I still have one of those. So yeah, I'm not talking about no one kind. I'm talking about all of them in general, but starting with that one because that's the first kind I had.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I just know that will blow. Wait, this is technology?
Yeah, that'll blow somebody's fucking mind. Like, what the fuck? Yes, this was our technology back then. This is what it looked like.
If you want to get a kick out of something, go on YouTube and there's a channel, I forget what it's called, but they'll do the thing where they'll give younger kids that are younger, like old enough to know what like an iPad is, but they'll give them something and say, "What is this?" You will be surprised. Like,
my daughter a Palm Pilot and see what she do with that.
She's like, "Where's the Wi-Fi?" Look, hello.
No, baby, you don't talk on that.
That would be
Palm Pilot. Let's see what she do with that. But I remember when they first came out, I wanted one of them bad too. You know what I'm saying? But I live with Scrooge McDuck. So I wasn't getting that either. Shit. You better write that shit down. You better write it in a notebook and get the hell out my face. But yeah, I want to give her one of it's so many old school devices that I want to give her and see what she does with them. I want to see her expression. Not nobody else's kids, because a lot of other people's kids are dumb. My kid is actually a genius low key, right? But I know when it comes to that type of shit, she's gonna get dumb real fast because she's not gonna know what the fuck to do with it. She's gonna be looking at it like, Mom, what is this?
No, but that's I only get it because my nieces and nephews, they'll ask me serious questions. And I'm the uncle that would talk about a lot of things. And
right.
They know that they know I've been around because my favorite thing, they get tripped out when I tell stories about their mother.
Mm-hmm.
They only know her as mom. That's my little sister. So they're like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, this happened, that happened, and usually that's the case. My little cousins, because my sister don't have any, no, and my brother's children, they don't really ask some type of questions, but my cousins, their kids would, and if I say, like, tell a story, they be, what the? Yeah, your mom. You feel me?
You feel me?
Yeah, your mom, yeah. But my daughter, I tell her the stories. You know what I'm saying? So nobody else can be like, oh, well, this, your mother, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, listen, let me tell you about back in the day. You feel me? Some of them are cautionary tales so that she don't make the same stupid ass mistakes. You feel me?
That's good.
But I'd rather tell it to her because I don't want her. I never wanted to be that parent that be like, don't do this, don't do that. Knowing goodness goddamn well, I did it. I'm going to tell you, I did this, and this is probably why you shouldn't do it because I was dumb as shit.
You gonna jump, look, if you and your friends jump off
No, I don't tell her no kind of shit like that because she knows better than that. She knows better than that. Like, my mother would never. My mother would be like, your dumb ass jumping by yourself. That's what she would say. She knows better than that. So no, I don't do that with her. Like I told you, I try to practice transparency in all walks and aspects of my life. Even if it's some shit that I probably shouldn't have did, but I did it, I'm gonna say I did it. I like to take accountability. I'm not one of them people that just went around like, well, no, I wasn't like that. Yes, the fuck I was. I was stupid as shit. I was playing on a damn fire escape with concrete underneath of me, for God's sakes. I was dumb as shit. Me and my cousins, because why the fuck were we up there playing like it's a thing? Like it's a castle and shit. Never mind, one of us fall, we could have died. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not one of them type of parents. I don't believe in that philosophy of life, and I definitely don't believe lying to my child. So that's not something that is done over here. No, we don't do that. I'll be like, girl, let me tell you, I was dumb as shit. And she be like, but mom, listen, let me tell you what happened. Then I explained it to her. She be like, yeah, that was kind of dumb. Right. And now you know why you shouldn't do it, because that shit was dumb as shit.
Life lessons. Gotta appreciate those.
Yeah. But I tell honest life lessons, not no fairy tale fluff bullshit like money don't grow on trees. Or if my friends jump off the bridge, would I do it too? Nah, I tell real life lessons like, no, I was a leader, so I probably came up with the stupid ass plan myself. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So anyway, Doc has said, because it's time for us to get about. Doc has said, hit the like button, tune in, live show, radio show, get the app. That's what Doc has said. Do that. Listen to that man. He know what he talk about. Right. Don't listen to your crazy ass parents that was telling you not to jump off a bridge that you was never going to jump off of in the first place, and lying to you about money growing on trees, because it does. Shit. Fuck. I'm tired of this shit. Sorry. I just had to get that off my chest.
Oh, one thing.
The year.
I need a year.
Let's do 2013.
2013. Okay.
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the 90s. I'll be stuck in the 90s sometimes. I'm gonna go back to the 80s too, but I'm just trying to not necessarily stay in the 90s.
2010 perspective, realizing that was 15 years ago.
It is, but it is what it is. Shit, how my daughter's about to be 14. I'm not surprised. I'm a parent. God damn it. Fuck. My daughter's 13. She'll be 14 in January. I'm a fucking parent. Anyway, so we'll do what I say? 2013. We'll do 2013. But now it's time for me to say the things that I say every night. It's time for my sermon. I gotta take y'all to church real quick, because sometimes some of y'all need it. Now, I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you some shit that's gonna keep you good in these crazy streets out here. But what I'm not going to tell you is that money don't grow on trees, and I'm not going to tell you if your friends jump off a bridge, are you going to jump too? I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to tell you is mind your business. Safe way to live your life. See, being nosy get you in trouble. Mind your business. Except for me in my days where I'm telling everybody's business because I'm nosy as fuck, and I be wanting y'all to be nosy with me. It's always fun to have accomplices in your nosiness. And I feel like, it's a good time. Let's be nosy together. Now, to tap in, I think I told some business today. Who business I told? Mine.
Your dad.
Oh, my dad. I said he was Scrooge McDuck. But it wasn't so bad. It was like light business. He is, and that's just no lie. Ask my cousins, any of my family members, they'll tell you that man cheap. Except for on holidays, he blow money on holidays. He and when we don't ask for the shit, he do buy stuff that we don't ask for. But we don't ask for it. But if we ask for it, we not getting it. Anyway, so, but the tap in, I try not to tell people's businesses, but in this case, I had to tell because I wanted that goddamn watch, and I never got it. But other than that, I don't try to tell nobody's business on the tap in. Wet and Wired, you got a court case, you're foul, depraved, sinister, heinous, nasty, an idiot, stupid, a dumbass. Not a dumbass, a dumbass. Take it away, Doc. I don't know.
Repulsive, disgusting, foul, a degenerate, perverted, wicked, contaminated, malevolent, malicious, diabolical, and my favorite, insidious.
Right. So, if you any of those things and you have a court case and I can pull it, me and him, we're reading it. You shouldn't have a court case for me to read, and I wouldn't read it. So yeah, I'm telling you business too. Wet and Wired, which we are doing tomorrow. I tell more of my business, and Doc tells some of his business. And Cat tells you already know. I keep telling y'all, don't say nothing when nobody know that it was you. Doc already told y'all, hit dog will holler. So don't run your mouth. Don't run your mouth. And you ain't gotta worry about it. Shout out to B More Johnson. I see you, boo boo. Thank you for the love. But yeah, other than that, mind your business. Safe way to live your life. Safe way to live your life. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies. Don't lie to your babies either. Don't be telling them money don't go on trees. It did. Shit. But encourage your babies and always tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. And don't depend on the teachers to tell them that. They just take beepers and they don't tell them that they the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So tell them that they the GOAT, man. Encourage them babies. If they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. What I do know is get yourself a telescope. I'm taking up collection too. I want them ones, the pervert ones, because I don't want you looking through your neighbor's windows. I want you to go get a good one. Little girthy, requires a little bit of assembly, comes with scopes and lenses, and maybe a beam, mine does, and maybe an app, mine does. Go to National Geographic. They have good ones. Or somewhere like that. Get a good one, take it outside. This is the time of year. This is the perfect time of year, actually. Take it outside in the nighttime. You and your kid, you go out there, you discover a comet, an asteroid, a meteor, a planet that's not a planet anymore, but they said it was a planet, then they said it wasn't a planet, and as far as I'm concerned, it's forever a planet. Pluto is a planet, damn it. Sorry, that hurt my feelings. Because, they made us do these whole, exhibits, and we had to put all the planets in there, and Pluto we had to put in there, and you had to find something small enough to be Pluto. I'm tired of this shit. It's a planet. Sorry. And if maybe perhaps a UFO, but if you discover one of them, please, you could call me later, but don't call me outside. I don't want to see it. Okay? All right. We cool? All right, cool. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, or engineer over there, because they got engineers over there too. I don't know what else how they do over there in NASCAR, but what I do know is at one point in time they had a need for speed, and they had a love for the muscle car. And I, myself, will always love the muscle car. I will. Forever and ever and ever. You know the saying, put the pedal to the metal? Muscle cars. All metal. No fiberglass. Stop playing with us. Less people died in the accident anyway because the metal protected them. I don't know what's happening with these fiberglass cars. Everybody died. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is that they want to do, encourage them babies to be great at it and let them know that they are the GOAT, man. Let them know that they need that encouragement. I don't know what's wrong with you idiots if you're not doing that. Just do that. You'll thank me later. Do that. Time for me to give you the fair warning. I'm giving you this warning so that perhaps we can be friends and we can maintain our friendship. Because I hate losing friends, but I don't hate detachment and cutting motherfuckers off. I don't. It's easy. It frightens me how easy that shit comes to me. Like, really, it frightens me. It's a scary thing. So, in order for us to maintain our friendship, what I'm going to say to you is this. Stay in your fucking lane. Stay in your lane. Your lane over there. My lane over there. We shouldn't be in the same lane. Ever. Never. You should never cross lanes. You jump in my lane, you're going to get something that you do not want. And I promise you, you don't want that. And I got 3 Harleys out. Oh, and the dog. That makes 4. It's ugly out here. You don't want this. You jump in my lane, you're going to get this. And I promise you, I tell y'all, don't break the glass. Do not push the button. You don't want her. You don't want her. She's not nice. She could be quite evil. I had to explain that to somebody who knew me back in the day. Like, you used to be so sweet and nice and kind. And I'm like, Not that bitch anymore. Huh. Huh. You can get a whole nother bitch out of me. Leave her where she at. Over there, feeding her cub. We over there eating gazelle and living our lives. And the Harleys is with me. You don't want her. She's not nice. You want her. I had to do that, so I'm sorry. You want her. She's a sweetie. She's a sweetheart. Plus, you get a 2-for-1. Hold on. And you big purr, bitches. You get a 2-for-1. Because after the meow comes the child hunty. Honey, if Cat is purring, Cat is a happy girl. I promise you, I would not lie to you about this. And the 2-for-1, how you beat that deal? I don't even know. It's a 2-for-1. How you beat that deal? Anyway. Plus, what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes, let me say this one more time, and you big purr bitches, when you jump into other people's lanes, you usually get a collision. And who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for Dot. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your fucking lane. And everything's copacetic. Everything's cool. Everybody's happy. We remain friends. Not best friends, but friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Sorry, you know I gotta go in on this ninja real quick. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Do not follow Drake's example. And I'm mad that he's biting off of Kendrick right now. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. You probably shouldn't have dropped that No Kid video because you look stupid. Sorry. It's dumb. See what I'm saying? Just you're not taking my advice, and that's the shit that makes me mad. Drop the fucking case already. Drop that. And take my advice. Lay low for a minute. You ain't got to be in the limelight forever. Drake did say you the one that like pain. He did say that. And everything that he said is becoming visually factual. You don't need to do that. Just chill out for a second. Just fall back. You got enough money just to chill for a second. Downsize some shit. And chill. Baby Caligula, little Caligula, Petty Boots, Drake, you lied. You in the collective with the parents saying money don't grow on trees. This fucking lying for no reason. Fuck, you said you study hip hop. Then if you study hip hop, then you know that Mobb Deep told you a long time ago that there's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. Not even you, Drake. Not even you. They also say, and I don't know that they know that they was predicting the future back then, but they said you can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets. Drake. They didn't say your name, but I'm adding you to this equation. That we done took. They said you, Drake, are walking with your head down, scared to look. They didn't say your name in that part either. I'm just adding you in there. They said you shook. Because there ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. And then I'm saying, Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa. Because I got to stop the song right there. That's my song. I'm going to stop it right there. But what I'm saying is, fuck that battle. Worry about the war. And you keep going with the battle. You want somebody to spank your ass. Bad. You want a spanking. I feel like you like it a little bit. And that's crazy work. That's crazy work. Worry about the war. Don't worry about the battle. That's crazy work. Worry about the war. Don't worry about the battle. Drop the case. Take a break. Take the vacation you were intending to take. At least take that. But what's Sydney your vacation? That wasn't much of a vacation. You lost a slipper. Anyway, just chill out. Drop the case. Take my advice. Do what I said. Everything will be cool. I'm trying to help you out for real. But anyway, don't let people be you. Be your authentic self. Be your wonderful self. Don't let nobody tell you how to eat, walk, talk, sleep, or none of that. Even though people can say that they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and the way that you dress, but they're not telling you how to dress. They just telling you their opinion of all of those things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't let nobody tell you though. You do what you need to do. You dress how you want to dress. And plus remember, what they eat does not make you shit. What they put in their mouths is not coming out your ass. Fuck them. You can't make anybody happy. Happiness starts within. Now you can add to their happiness, but you can't make them happy. And so don't try. Just try. Continue just being your great self. You came in this world by yourself. You're gonna leave by yourself, even if you are a twin. Fast forward and past that. I don't want to think about it. And then, no matter how much you try to fix whatever it is that you think you're fixing, or no matter how much you try to adjust to try to make a person happy, they'll find something else to bitch about anyway. So why even fucking try? Why? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Nope, don't do it, baby. Don't do it. And last but not least, dream. Dream really fucking big. And don't let nobody tell you that your dream is impossible, or your dream is frivolous, or that your dream is bullshit. Because it's not. Dream. I want you to dream so big that your dream exceeds the universe. And then once you visualize and internalize what that dream is, plan and execute that motherfucker. Shut them the fuck up. That's all I gotta say about that. You know what I mean? Listen, I go through that shit all the time, so I'm just giving you some real true advice. People always tell me, "Oh, you think it's not fun?" Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway, and we just gonna find out now. But anyway, I love y'all. Just dream big. Don't let nobody knock your dreams. Knock you and your dreams. Like, fuck them. Who the fuck are they to tell you it can't happen? Nobody. What they talk about? Nothing.
He ain't talking about nothing. What he talking about? He ain't talking about nothing. What he talking about? He ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo.
Nigga said big bop boom. I'm sorry.
Boom bop bam cuz. Boom bop bam cuz. Peekaboo.
And the crazy part, I've been listening to G and X all fucking week. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so whatever. All right, I listen to that while I'm walking because the tempo is good. It's good exercise and music, and it also will make you want to crit walk or walk because apparently it's both a crip and a blood walk. So it just makes you want to walk, like the dance.
Nah, look, I listen to GNX once a week. Once a week, I was like, usually when I get ready to shave my head, I probably put on GNX.
It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, and I'll be in here like, what they talking about?
Or you get that drop, you hit your mustard. You hit your mustard.
I know, and then that song come on, and then it's oh gosh, and then I'll be like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Mustard.
That's real.
I'm trying to push myself like, we're not going to do this today. We're not going to do it. You know you have an addiction. We're not going to do it. And then it happened. And I'll be in here like, damn, he knew he was going to get me.
Let it go. Just let it go. Just rock with it. Rock with it. Then look. No, I even look. 5, 5, 5. Look, I'll be all in. Look.
5, 5. I go. See, he knew what he was doing when he did that. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He knew this album was going to be an addiction.
That album is hard. It's high. It has everything. It's super West Coast.
I should write him a letter. Is he going to give us a rehabilitation session for this album? Because I think I need one. I do. I listen to it every fucking morning.
Yeah, I look. If you listen to every morning, I at least get it once a week. Usually it's Mondays because I shave my head on Mondays typically. So usually it's on Mondays. I'll put it on and just be, but I'll be like rapping all the lyrics and everything.
I try to walk every day, so I'm listening to it every day. I need some GNX rehabilitation.
Okay. GNX rehabilitation. Okay.
Got
Got addicted. Got addicted.
Now I'm in here talking about what they talking about.
They ain't talking about nothing. Let's go.
Out of hand. But anyway, Doc, baby, thank you for joining me for another comical evening, because it's always fun.
Well, thank you for having me.
Enjoy these sections of ours. It's ridiculous. Now I need GNX rehab. This is damn it, Kendrick. Shit. All right, one more for the road. Mustard. Sorry,
See, look.
I need rehabilitation.
It gave you mustard Tourette's and stuff. Look crazy.
Yeah, mustard Tourette's. I need some rehabilitation. I need to write this man and ask him what I'm supposed to do about this, because I'm addicted. But anyway, thank you, sir, for joining us. Another comical evening.
I always appreciate it. It's always fun. It's always exciting. It's always a wonderful trip down memory lane.
Sorry. You find a floppy disk, put it in a time capsule. Don't throw it away. Okay. I felt some kind of way about that. But anyway, we got to get up out of here. We love y'all. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. And don't get addicted. Well, no, I'm not going to tell you not to get addicted to GNX, because I feel like everybody should be addicted to that album right now. But whatever. Anyway, we will talk to y'all tomorrow for Wet and Wired. And just go listen to GNX right now. Bye, y'all. So I won't be alone. I need some other addicts with me. All right, bye, y'all. We getting out of here. I want other addicts. Bye. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.